Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jen, and this is A Better Life with Jen, and it is time for another one of my freebies videos, and you know how much I love these. If you've seen these before, I do one every month recapping everything I got the previous month for free or virtually free using credit card bonuses and store loyalty programs. So this month was interesting. Some of my ride or die, tried and true stores kind of fell through this month, but some new players stepped up to the game big time. So overall, it was a really good month, and we will go through everything. So we'll start with the store loyalty rewards, as I normally do. So these are completely free. You sign up for a store loyalty account, you get the app, and they have free items. So always, SaveMart has been one of my tried and true ride or dies. Well, SaveMart changed something this month, and it seems like they are only doing a Friday freebie every other week. And I happened to be out of town on one of those weekends. So I only ended up with one item from SaveMart this time. And that was this sparkling water. I mean, I can't complain. It's still free. I should still be grateful. But it was be interesting to see going forward if they continue with the every other Friday freebie item. So that was SaveMart. The other one that's been a staple is Maverick. So Maverick, the gas station mini mart, has a Friday freebie item. And they still continue to have that every Friday. However, one Friday they were out of the item. One Friday I was out of town. And one Friday it was an icy, which I didn't really want. So the only thing I got at Maverick this month was a bottle of Gatorade. But once again, it's free. I can't complain too much. Now, the other one that I have the loyalty account for is Safeway. Safeway actually is hit or miss. Sometimes they have an item frequently, sometimes they don't. This month was actually really good. So they had 3 items, 3 different weeks. The first one was a Zoa energy drink, and I picked Mango Splash. The next one was a Celsius energy drink, and I picked Playa Vibe, which is pina colada, which is actually the one Celsius that I really do like. I don't tend to like Celsius as much, but I like their pina colada. And then they had this Plezzy, which is like a hydration drink. So got this, and this flavor is lemon lime. So that was Safeway. Now we'll do a couple new players to the game that really stepped up, and one was CostPlus World Market. So I've been a member of the CostPlus World Market rewards club, whatever. It's totally free. And rarely I'll get coupons sent to me. And I got one this month for $5 off any purchase. Cool, free $5. Well, also happened to be that same weekend, I got a coupon for a free scone mix with any purchase. So I was like, cool, I'm going to go and get my free scone mix, my free $5 worth of stuff, and it was really good. So the scone mix was a specific flavor you couldn't pick, but it was cherry chocolate chip. So this is from the company Sticky Fingers, and I've actually had these before. They're really good, really easy to make. So this was completely free with any purchase. And then I had the $5 coupon. So I scoured the store to find something as close to $5. Didn't really want to go over, really wanted to maximize that benefit. And I got, this looks really cool. This is stuffed gnocchi. Now, I really like gnocchi. My Italian roots, really, I like gnocchi. This one is stuffed, and I've never seen that before. And so these are larger than traditional gnocchi, and these are stuffed with mushroom and truffle. So there were a couple different options, but I thought this one sounded really good. And then it wasn't quite going to be $5, and I really wanted to maximize that. So I scoured the store, and I got these butterscotch hard candies, which are one of my favorite flavors is butterscotch. And these were just over $1, which is kind of what I needed left. This was like $3.99, and this was $1.49. So I got all 3 of these items for the amazing price of 48 cents. So I was really happy with that. That was actually a really good one that was a little bit of a surprise. The other one was CVS. Now, a friend of mine, Patrick, turned me on to the CVS app. So if you do not have a CVS Care Card, they call it, and the app, it's incredible. And I get lots of coupons in it, and they'll give you coupons for just like $2 off anything, or $1, or sometimes it's $4 off a $10 purchase on certain items. So I got some good stuff at CVS. So I had a coupon that was $4 off anything. So I walked through to see what I could get, and they had some stuff on sale. So they had a box of Pop-Tarts for $1.99 and a box of Rice Krispie Treats for $1.99. So I bought these, used my $4 coupon. It was totally, completely free. I love both of these as pre-workout snacks, so these are something that I will definitely use. So I was really happy with that. And then at one point I had another coupon, and it was expiring soon. The one thing about the CVS coupons is they don't last very long, so be aware of that. But I just wanted like some mints or something. So they had Tic Tacs that were buy one, get one half off. So got both of these with that coupon, and this cost me just a few cents to get both of these. So that was a really good deal. And then a couple of different times I had specific coupons that were, one was $3 off and one was $4 off a $10 purchase of protein bars or drinks. And we all know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I love me a good protein bar. So I combined it with some other coupons. So this wasn't completely free, but it was a great deal. So I looked to get as close to $10 without going over too much as I could. And so I ended up getting pure protein bars, which I really like. I got a 4-box, and then I got a single bar because I wanted to get it just at $10. And it was just a few cents over. And then I applied the coupons that I had. And so it wasn't completely free, but it ended up being less than $1 a bar. So this was a total of 5 bars, and it cost me like $4, I think it was, with all the coupons, which I consider a great deal for protein bars. And I actually did this twice. So I have 2 boxes and 2 individual ones because that was the closest to get to $10 with barely going over. So I was really, really happy with that. So that was a great one. So that wraps up the store loyalty accounts. Now we're going to go into our credit card rewards, and I will start with American Express. So my husband and I both have the American Express personal gold cards, which has a bunch of stuff. Every month you get a $10 credit that you can use at Five Guys. So I go in and I get the Five Guys gift cards. So right now I have a ton of these, so I've been getting these. They also have a $10 a month Uber or Uber Eats credit. So I have that on both cards. So one time I went to Chipotle and got my husband dinner, and then one time I went to Panda Express and got him dinner. So that was really nice. And then the American Express Platinum card. The other thing with the American Express Gold card is every 6 months you get a credit on what's called Resy, which is a platform that a lot of restaurants use to make reservations. And if you go to any restaurant on the Resy platform, you don't have to make a reservation. You can apply a $50 credit every 6 months. I happen to be traveling. I went to lunch with a relative, and so I found a Resy restaurant where I was traveling because there are none where I live. And so I applied that $50 credit towards our lunch. So it really brought the price down to almost nothing. So that was a great deal. The American Express Platinum card, we have the Business Platinum card. And every quarter you get $50 credit at any Hilton. Well, we don't stay at a Hilton, but I do have a Hilton that has a little mini mart kind of bar. So I make sure I go in every quarter. So quarter was ending, so I went in and I spent my $50 and got some great stuff. So, they just have random stuff like a little snack bar. So I ended up with 2 of these. So this was really nice just to keep in the freezer. I got 2 Core Power energy drinks, or protein drinks, chocolate. I got a White Monster energy drink. Ended up with 4 bottles, one I've already had, of Diet Dr. Pepper, one of my favorite sodas. And then I got my husband 2 bottles of Coca-Cola. I had a bunch at the register. She rang it up. It wasn't quite. I'm like, I'm going to add a couple more. So I went and grabbed some stuff. So I got all of this for $49. So I was really happy that it ended up costing me nothing because I applied that $50 credit. So really, really happy. That was a great deal. Now, moving on to Chase. My husband and I both have the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, which gives you a $10 DoorDash credit every month. So it's not good at restaurants, but I always use 7-Eleven because they have pickup. So I went twice with our 2 cards. And the first time I went, I got 3 Quest chocolate chip protein bars for me, one of my favorite flavors of a protein bar. And then I got my husband a couple Reese's things, and this cost just a few cents more than $10. So I think the total was like 55 cents or something like that I paid. So good deal there. And then the second time I went to 7-Eleven for pickup, I got a Lenny and Larry's protein cookie. These are really good. I really like these. I got another protein bar. This is the one, and this is the flavor cookies and cream. It's like Oreo. I've had this before, really liked it. And then I got, these were on sale, so I got 2 Ghost energy drinks in the flavor of sour green apple, which is one of their best flavors. So once again, just a few cents over $10 for that. So that was a great deal. And then on another Chase card, I have a $20 Instacart credit every month. So I always choose pickup at Sprouts because their prices are the same. And so got a good deal. Now here's the thing. To do pickup, you have to spend $35 to get free pickup. So I always make my $35 order. The $20 comes off. This time I did that, but one of the items they were out of. So they didn't substitute it. They just took it off, which was fine with me because it was no big deal. But it made the order total like $25. But they still didn't charge me the pickup fee because when I originally placed the order, it was $35. So I actually felt like I got a better deal because it took off 20 of the total. So I was really happy with that. So some things I got. I got the Cold Brew Wandering Bear. I've had this before. Love this. Got a bottle of the Walden Farms salad dressing. Use this all the time. Got a package of the Egg Life egg white wraps. Really, really like these. These are really great. They're just made with egg whites. And then I got a package of these lavash flatbreads. It's empty. I've already used them all. I actually had originally had the Sprouts flatbreads that were a little bit cheaper. They were out, so they substituted these, but it was still fine. And then the other thing I got was a bag of baby carrots because I needed those. So I thought that was a really good deal. I was really happy with that. So that was good. So overall, it was a really good month as always. Some of these are regular, some of these were new, and I was pleasantly surprised, especially with CVS. They really came through. So if you don't have the CVS Care Card and their app, I would highly, highly recommend it. It's completely free. So as always, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the stuff you can get with store loyalty accounts and credit card bonuses. If you did find this interesting, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what sort of things you use to get free stuff or discounted stuff. It'd be great to hear from you and what you're using. And as always, I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you next week with another video.